Hey, welcome back to another RSG stream, lunch hour time. I'm Ranger J 1999, and thank everybody for being here. Oh, my phone's about to do a thing it does. Here it comes. Let's see if I can stop it. I did. I stopped it in time. I did it. Oh, God. Oh, thank God. But welcome to the lunch hour stream. This is where we just hang out with you wonderful people for an hour, answer all your Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes questions. We had an awesome show yesterday. Had a lot of interaction. It was really, really good. Had a lot of information to cover, and boy, do we have more information to cover with you guys today. And joining me is the lunch hour crew. I don't know who all's here. We'll have to look here in a second. My Skype disappeared again. I don't know why it's doing that. It was ridiculous. All right, let's go through who's here. Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman's here.
Howdy.
What's going on, Dr. Finn?
I am eating my bugles.
Your what?
Bugles.
Your
little bugle-shaped Fritos.
Okay. Fantastic.
They're good. I like bugles.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're...
And you can put them on your fingers and make it seem like you have like these ridiculously long, pointy fingers. You look like Palpatine from Battlefront. It's pretty cool.
All right. Also joining us here is Grim. Are you eating bugles too?
No. I wish I was, though, because those are awesome.
Oh. And then also joining us, Stanley, who I know is not eating bugles.
Right.
See? That's science. I wonder why Skype keeps disappearing. That's weird. And also joining us, last but not least, and I know he's definitely not eating the bugles, is Silo Takedown.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, just got this major update. The road ahead, April 5th.
And why are you not eating bugles?
I don't eat that crap.
I'm so pumped to hear this.
Don't eat that. Just awful. The way the lunch hour stream works, we just hang out with you guys, answer your questions. We're going to go through this stuff, and then if you have a question, go ahead and put it in there. And our good friend Stanley Red here is going to scoop them up, and he'll read them out. The apprentice of the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman. That's just kind of how it works. All that crap out of the way. If you'd like to support us, again, give us a thumbs up, support our channel that way, subscribe so you get the latest, greatest content. And if you'd like to support us, you got the super chat function on the bottom. You can donate that way, or you can become a sponsor up on the top. Alrighty then. Big news today. We got the road ahead. I'll skim it for now. We're going to do a special stream tonight, Finn, about this.
Yes, at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I'll set up the event shortly after we're done here.
Okay. So basically, I'll skim through it. Basically, from what I read, we got the Bounty Hunter rework coming. We got Boss coming. We know we're going to get a new Chewie and Han and some other characters from the upcoming Solo movie, and that they're working on ships. If you want to read this, you can. We're going to go in more depth and read it tonight on the special stream and talk about it more in depth. We did want to mention it here and show it to you guys that this has been announced. So, initial thoughts, guys?
We don't need another Han.
Yes, we do. We need the Pentagon, the fifth of many.
We're about to end up with 5 Hans and 3 Chewies.
And?
Seriously, we're about to have 5 Hans and 3 Chewies and no Revan.
Well.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah. That's science. You can't argue with that. Can't argue with that, Finn.
I don't understand why there's so much focus on Han, to be honest. I can understand it now, right, with the new movie, but I don't know why there were so many other Hans that were brought into the game. It's really weird.
Well, he's an iconic character, We need more Lukes. I can say that much. That's not.
Yep, we need a Jedi Luke, like an actual Jedi.
Yeah, we need Return of the Jedi Luke. We do.
There's also the stirring up around going that video Cubs and Arnold did a Hermit Luke.
The hermit Luke?
Yeah, Hermit Luke from Last Jedi.
Well, we may get him, we may not. Who knows?
And they maybe continue on the hero's journey with that,
later get Return of the Jedi Luke, then he eventually leads to Hermit Luke. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
see that happening.
Setting a trend with the hero's journey events.
Yeah. You know, we never know what's going to happen. But if you do have a question, guys, make sure you get them in. We will be more glad to answer your questions. I've got a Heroic Sith raid going on. It's in phase 3, so I thought I'd do that. So we're going to go into the Heroic Sith raid and look at that. I mean, just initial thoughts. What does everybody think? We got Dr. Finn, but what about the rest of you guys?
Really excited for the Bounty Hunter reworks.
Yeah, they didn't get to what they. Yeah, they didn't get to what they were going to be, but you know,
Bosk.
Well, boss, but we don't know what they're going to do with the other bounty hunters.
Yeah, they said that there's going to be like an overarching contracts tagged or whatever that's going to synergize the faction together. Anything? No.
Okay. Well, that explains the soon TM.
They did announce some other stuff with ships, but nothing specific. They have like a whole section in the post for ships.
Well, the way they announced the cadence too, how they're gonna release, ships and new tunes within a week, 2 week time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to wait and see how they're gonna start this new cadence.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get to the more in depth on this at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll stream and read it and go in more depth with it. So go ahead and get your questions in, and we'll start getting to those. Now I'm doing phase 3 of the Heroic Sith raid. I'm going to use CLS and Han Solo. I know that, but who else do you guys think I should use? We got OG Han. Who else should I put in here? Full roster.
You're in which phase?
Phase 3.
Phase 3, so you're trying to do like a checks max, right?
No, I'm doing the Han team. I'm gonna just we got CLS.
I mean, do you have Death Trooper still or no?
Yes, but I'm saving it for my Death Trooper for my Trooper team. I'm not doing the checks max team.
Okay. Do you have Sabine?
I do have Sabine.
I would put Sabine, so you get that extra damage from Han. The Han standalone thing still works very well, so yes. I would still use
standalone.
So then, Sabine in there. So we want to focus on attackers in order to do it. So I would go with Chirrut.
Oh no! Why did you do that? Oh Jesus! All right, so we're gonna go CLS,
Han, Sabine, and Chirrut, and then so now you have your tenacity up. So Han isn't going to get dazed. So then you're looking for a 5th attacker. Do you have Pow?
I do, but he's not geared and
okay.
No.
So if you're not geared up, it doesn't matter. What about Rolo?
She's like gear 10, almost 11.
If she's modded, she might be a good fit. Because once you topple, like when you topple Traya, you can use your special and do all the attacks on Traya, and if she has armor shred up, it should do a good bit of damage.
Let's see, where is she? So that, and then we want Sabine. We'll give it a shot. If I can find her. Alright, that's the team we'll try. Let's try to dig around with it. Unto the night. Alright, we're going to do it. You must say congratulations.
Your Rolo is not gear 10.
I know, I lied. I thought she was. I'm thinking Captain Solo.
Oh, then don't use her. She's going to be too weak. She's going to...
No, I'm going to use her.
She's going to die too early. You're better off with like an Anakin.
Oh, well then. I'll retreat. Damn, Finn.
Yeah, she's not going to survive long enough if she's that weak. If she was gear 10...
I think she's gear 9. Yeah.
Yeah, gear 10 is pushing it too. If she's gear 11, that would be good, but...
I'm not...
Yeah. I'm not saying to invest in her. I was just saying if she was. So I think I would go.
So you said Jedi Knight. Okay, let's do that. We'll try that too. Why not? There's Jedi Knight. There's Anakin. And And Bimas says, congratulations to Alliant Zai for finally completing the Heroic Sith raid. No thanks to me. Sad face. I don't know what that means.
It means Bimasu was a hindrance, and he's getting Treya shards.
Oh.
So good job, Bimasu.
Really? They're going to Billy block? Well, we're going to retreat and do this again because they have Billy. Stupid. First attack, Billy block, freaking Chirrut. All right.
Strategery.
I guess, you know.
All right, so while he's doing that, let's go ahead and start questions. Sanely, if you want to get questions. And then also, Ranger, I have our roster review in our Skype chat.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
That's after. So, Sanely, let's go with questions.
Camille Buhalski. Question, is this an April Fool's joke, or are they seriously releasing another solo? They can't be serious.
They are serious. It is 4 days past April Fool's, and yeah, it's serious. And they acknowledge it too. They say they've seen the memes. I'm not surprised that they're releasing a solo with the movie. I don't know if any of you guys are. I'm not surprised at all. It seems like it was bound to happen with the movie coming out. It's just the other ones didn't seem quite as necessary.
Mike Hunt. Question, which 3 droids do I need to gear to solo Heroic Sith raid?
What's 3 droids?
So that would be the AAT, the ATST, and the ATAT.
No, those are not droids.
They're close enough. Next. You're questioning that, and then you're not questioning the question from Mike, really?
Is Mike in chat?
Let me add him to the call. I don't know if he was added.
Of all the things I love bananas! Question for Ranger. What if the bugles were banana flavored?
No.
I do love me some banana flavoring on pretty much anything. So banana flavored bugles do sound pretty good.
Don't make me throw up.
I woke you up early today, and I'm gonna make you throw up.
Danilo Papais. Question. Cubs fan Han and Arnold T101 made a video titled Top 15 Characters That Need to Be Added to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and Revan was ranked 10th. How mad is Ranger about it?
I haven't seen the video, so I don't know. But they said Revan was 10th?
Yeah. Cubs fan Han basically dismissed Revan and was saying how he doesn't understand why people like him so much.
Are you serious? You said that?
Yeah. That's what Cubs fan Han said.
Them be fighting words.
That's disappointing. He doesn't understand.
So it was messed.
Go ahead.
He needs educating.
What was he being tongue in cheek?
Mike, what up?
No, I think he was being serious.
He doesn't understand why Revan is.
Ranger, why is Revan so high in demand?
Well, and here goes the next hour.
Well, that's okay. I hear Cubs fan Han likes Barris.
Well, no, he doesn't like Barris, but
he secretly loves Barris.
So, Cubs' response why he's number 10 is he doesn't understand why he's so important or anything like that, or why isn't he's that popular.
Right, doesn't understand the hype.
He doesn't understand the hype. Okay, Cubs, let me educate you, buddy. And I love you. I love Cubs. I really do. But you're I don't know how you do not understand this. Because Revan is probably the greatest character from one of the most well-beloved and greatest games ever created in the Star Wars franchise, which is Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. If you do not understand why Revan is so popular, I don't know. I can't help you. If you don't understand why, then, I mean, you need to go back and look at your lore and look at why people love him so much. One of the most popular characters with fans outside of the new canon because of who he is, his storyline. I don't know if you've not played those games. I don't know if you've not read those books, Cubs. That's okay. Not everybody has. But you kind of need to before you make a statement saying you don't understand why. I mean, you need to really maybe go back and see why he is one of the most beloved characters because of that game. He's been integral in the Star Wars universe, and he's one of the main reasons why so many people want him in the game.
Let's watch the video, Ranger, later, and then we can maybe set up something with Cubs.
Yeah,
we can maybe set up something with Cubs. So
I'd love to debate him on this.
I was going to ask because I haven't watched it. Who were the 9 forerunners to Revan?
No.
Please tell me Jar Jar is not in there before him.
Jar Jar was the first one, number 15, man.
Shouldn't have even been on the list.
Seriously.
No. Is that older
right.
daughter kills people with floppy ears?
Next question.
Nathaniel Morgan. Question: will young Han have a leader for all Hans?
No, he will have a leader for veteran Chewie just to screw everyone up.
Should be veteran Han is the leader because he's the one with the most experience.
Yeah, and then he dies, so he's dead.
Viagra Han.
Yeah, Viagra Han is dead. He can't lead anyone.
Have a bluey, Chewie. Meh.
I don't think Han will be... Well, it's hard to tell. He looks like... I mean, his name is appropriate. He looks like he's somebody that plays solo except for Chewie. So I don't know if he would be a leader all that well. I know he gets it later on, the Stormtrooper Han, but his young self doesn't seem leaderish, but only time will tell. Next.
Josue Garcia. Will we also get young Chewie along with young Han? Yes. The post addressed that.
Yep, we're going to have 5 Hans and 3 Chewies, and a partridge in a pear tree.
That's right.
Ice Bank myself. Question: so Bosk, as another marquee, most likely, still is as excited?
Yeah. It's a new character. Always excited with good characters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just because they're marquee doesn't mean they're going to be good characters, but still, it's Bosk.
No, but I mean good from the universe perspective, right? Bosk is just freaking awesome. Like, he's one of the coolest bounty hunters. So I like Bosk over Django, actually. So it would just be cool to get him in the game and bringing in some of these characters. So I think it's good from that perspective. We'll have to see his kit and actually see how it works. I don't know if I'm hoping or not hoping that he has a grass grenade that just constantly does ridiculous damages over time. Right, Ranger?
Yeah, I'm hoping that they do him right. You know, with his mines, grenades, his docks is a big part of his thing. So we'll see what his kit looks like. I'm sure they're going to get it right. I mean, it's not rocket science.
Mm-hmm. All right, next question.
Michael D. Question: my 3 best speed crosses have primary stats, offense, potency, protection. How do you distribute them across Thrawn, Emperor Palpatine, and Vader for Arena?
I don't pay attention to the primaries most of the time, honestly. Most of the time, it's just whichever one is faster goes and on Vader first, assuming that's your main squad. I went over when you might want to make Thrawn faster, but for me, it's always the fastest. You'll want to put, in general, if EP is your main team, then you're putting your fastest on Vader, your second fastest on Thrawn, and then your third fastest on Emperor Palpatine. So I don't know about you guys. When it's to the point where I'm trying to get characters first, it's all about the speed and not about the primaries.
Yep, getting them to hit. That's the first thing, isn't it? Rather than just stand there and get spanked.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mike. We have more Hans than Tuskens.
And Geonosians.
Mm-hmm.
The Hans outweigh entire factions. That's sad.
I also said that Carbonite Han will happen.
I thought Carbonite Han would have been a really cool April Fool's this year. Mm-hmm. Just as one of those characters that's in your inventory, has zero purpose, but it's just one of those that's like you were playing on April Fools in 2018, so you have this like exclusive character just for being in the game on April 1st. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah.
And the gear it requires is just all the pieces you have like thousands of. Like it knows which things you have thousands of, so you can get it to gear 12 just to boost your stats. If you have a gear 12 Carbonite Hun, that's absolutely useless. Unique ability cannot be inserted into a squad.
Oh. All right. Next question.
Listmeister. In a squad of Hans, who shoots first? They should all shoot at the same time.
Nope. It's the OG Han Solo because he's the only one that's in his prime. Stormtrooper Han is wearing a Stormtrooper outfit, so he's going to be slow on the draw. Veteran Han is old, so he's not going to be able to. What's the other one I'm missing?
Cold
Young Han is too young. What was the other one?
Cold.
Captain.
Oh yeah, Captain Han Solo. Yeah, he's cold.
Ah, they smell bad.
Sorry.
His joints are going to be all cold.
On the outside.
Sorry, aka Dandruff Han.
Yes, Dandruff Han. So yeah, it has to be OG Han.
Head and shoulders
He's the
Han.
only one wearing clothing that makes it so he can shoot first. He's in his prime in terms of his age. So I think all signs point to OG Han being able to shoot first. That's science.
That's science. Let me see if I can get this run.
All right, next question.
Emil Buhalski, do you think they should add a solo faction now? We have 5 of them now, and we can truly solo Rancor, etc.
I'm waiting for the first video of somebody soloing Rancor with 5 Hans. I'm hoping.
Yeah, it can probably be done.
But they don't need a tag. They don't even have a tag for like Mandalorians yet. There's so many things that need tags before. And actual tags that actually have a purpose, like Separatists. They added those things. It's linked to like an Omega event and that's it. So we need more. Next.
Daniel Jarnia. How many competitor games like Marvel Strike Force have to appear in order for CG to give us a Zeta on daily activities?
I don't think there's any.
42.
It's actually the opposite, right? So the more that they give away, the less money they're going to have coming in, which means the less likely they are to sustain. So it's not in their interest to really give away those. I think the one thing they should do is not necessarily make it with the daily, but they need to change the minimum on the Zeta challenge to 1. There shouldn't be an ability to get 0. I think that's the easiest fix for them in order to increase the Zetas in a way that people still have to earn it. So you change it from 0 to 2 to 1 to 2. And I guess you can get 6 Zeta mats every week instead of a chance to get 6. And your minimum is now going to be 2. Or not, yeah. Your minimum is going to be 3 Zeta mats instead of 0. So just by increasing the minimum from 0 to 1, I think that would be enough for them to get some more traction on Zetas.
No, if it went from 0 to 1, you'd get 6, not 3. Because it comes back 3 times in a week.
Right, so your minimum is going to be 3 instead of 0. Your maximum would be 6. That would still remain because you'd still be going 2 times. You get 2 Zetas 3 times a week, but your minimum would be 1 Zeta 3 times a week. So instead of going from 0 to 6, it would be 3 to 6 as your weekly Zeta mat total.
Okay, Josue Garcia, question: besides adding contracts, what other change, tweak, or addition would y'all like to see for the hunters?
Ships.
Better leader.
So they can go hunting.
They did say they're adding a lot of
IG-2000.
Unless they all just... Maybe Boba Fett is just actually like... He's Star Wars Uber. and he shepherds the rest of the bounty hunters around.
Well, it does sound like they're about to add a lot with ships. In the post, they said that they're looking at adding a zero post. What's that? No, they're adding a ships table, a PVE ships table, in their road ahead thing. So. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I was only assuming one attempt per day. You're correct. I see where my math is wrong.
Yeah,
I was
3
assuming
times
one
2 is
attempt per
6.
day for challenges. Yeah. So it would be double that. So yeah, it would be 6 to 12 instead of 3 to 6.
Goosey Lucy Caboosey. Question: what do you guys think of having alternate ally point buys? It was mentioned in an interview.
No. I don't know about you guys. My answer is no. They've went back on their ally point thing before, and it turned out very poorly. So for those of you that don't remember, tournaments initially used crystals, and they had come out with a post on Reddit that basically said ally tokens aren't going to be used for anything, so feel free that you can spend them. And then all of a sudden they were the post for they were the currency used for tournaments after they dropped the crystals. And a lot of people had already used a lot of their ally tokens, and it made people very upset because some people spend a lot of time, since there is no sim button, using all their ally tokens on Bronzium packs.
Many blisters were.
Yes. Yes, many blisters were had and popped and recovered since
were
then.
incurred and not in a fun way.
So they did afterwards say that there was nothing planned with ally tokens. So I think they're just going to, I'm assuming they're just going to leave it that way now. It's just one of those things where once you go in a direction and people spend currency when they don't have to based on something you said, it's not a good idea to go back on it. It's similar to why most people are confident that they're not going to go to 8 stars. Right? They basically said they're not going to go to 8 stars from the beginning. Shard Shop also automatically converts your shards from if you have excess of 7-star into Shard Shop currency. So you don't really have a choice in the matter. If they suddenly added 8-star, I think every whale would like riot on the CG campus, because they would have had so many shards in order to go like immediately to 8-star that all of a sudden they just got screwed because the Shard Shop forced them to use theirs. So I don't think they're going to do anything with ally points. It's not as drastic as shards, but it is something where they've now promised that there's not going to be anything, although they did give a caveat. And so, yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything. If they thought about it, then they're going to realize that they shouldn't because of what they've said in the past. Yeah, I know they said stuff in the interviews, Goosey. It's just that when they had some ideas, and there's nothing wrong with evaluating it. They said that the ally point thing may change, but at this point, it would be really bad for them to do it because people have spent it. Not to mention the fact that they're trying to push all this gear coming through. So they're trying to push more with Shard Shop currency and trying to get people more gear access that way. And then removing Bronziums as a way of getting some of those gear, even the low-level pieces, I don't think would be smart for them. But that's just me. What do you think, Stanley?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay then. Grim.
What was the question? Sorry, I was doing my Galactic War.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Ranger, you have the roster up for the roster review.
Yeah. I was just doing some, heroic Sith raid for the fans. I guess everybody else got bored and decided to go play the game too. So that's why we have them on, Finn, so that they can play the game and not, help answer questions.
Next time, Grim, you should do like Sanely and just say you agree.
Yeah. At least he was honest about it. All right, so we are looking at. I hope everybody else, besides pulling up the game and playing the game, have decided to actually pull up the page and can look at this while we're looking at it. That would be kind of, important. I'm just saying. Okay, we are looking at Bird's profile. I'm assuming that's their in-game name, or sometimes they're different. So,
Birds with 2 Z's.
What's that?
Birds with 2 Z's,
Yes.
right?
Hey, Finn, birds.
Bird.
Bird is a word. Bird. Come on, Finn. Bird is a word.
Bird is a word. Hey, don't you know about the word? Hey, everybody knows that the bird is a word. Okay, we should move on.
Okay, let's move on. All right, so looks like let's see, the current rank highest is 23. There's currently 33. Running the old Sith Nightmare team. Looks like they've got Gear 12 Emperor with Gear 12 Vader, Gear 12 Nihilus, Gear 12 Thrawn, in a 3-star Gear, I think Gear 11 Darth Scion.
Has he got the Zeta?
I don't know.
Yes,
let's look.
He does.
Click on him. Just touch him.
I am. I'm doing that right now. Jesus.
Yeah. I'll teach you how to navigate, GG.
I don't need your help with that, Mike.
Push the button. Do it.
Mods are fine on him. Speed, protection, defense, speed, offense with a 15 speed. Overall speed's 234. I have no problem with.
Oh my god, the last 2 comments are awesome.
What?
Slash Fan Rose said Finn is practicing for his bet payoff.
Pretty much.
I don't think Crazy is gonna give me that song. I don't think that's gonna be it. But also, then Nathaniel Morgan says 5 Hans, 3 Chewies, and not 1 Falcon between them.
I mean, it boggles the mind.
The new one is gonna have Lando as the captain, I'm sure.
Doesn't it boggle the mind?
Young Lando is the captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Do you reckon if every single player were to send the CG team a video of Star Wars, that they might get the hint on who pilots the Millennium Falcon?
You know what's gonna happen, right? Just like with Luke, right? You remember how many times people asked for Luke in the game, and everyone wanted Jedi Luke, and then they made a journey event. There's probably going to be a journey event for Millennium Falcon that's actually piloted by Han. You're gonna need all the other Millennium Falcons in order to get it.
It just boggles the damn mind. It really does.
Awful.
Yeah, we'll probably get a Chewie and Porg Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
I mean, if that happens before Han and Chewie get a Falcon, there's going to be an uproar. I mean, goddamn.
They'll release it at the same time as Revan to cushion your blow.
I know. And I'll be like, I don't care about that. Our Lord and Savior's here.
They'll release Revan, a Porg and Chewie, Millennium Falcon, and a Jar Jar all at the same time.
If Lord Revan's in, they could bring in whatever they want. Exactly. They could a whole squad of Ugnaughts. I'd be like, oh, well, they've done very good. Lord Revan's here. Yeah, who cares?
In a deleted scene, Kylo Ren was on board the Millennium Falcon.
Oh God!
So they're going to put him as yeah, he's going to get his Falcon too.
I mean,
they'll call it the inherited Millennium Falcon.
Vader's been on there as well, so he might get a crack at it.
Oh, Jesus! All right, back to birds. So, Scion looks good. I'm just trying to figure out where. I mean, with this team, 3-star Scion could be why he's getting hit a lot, but it's not lack of mods I'm seeing so far. Gear on his characters. Let's look at Palpatine.
I'm looking at his mod distribution right now just to see how he's.
I mean, Palpatine's 230. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, he may have. So I'm looking to see. Okay, so he has his best square mods. Yeah, he looks like he's properly modded here.
Vader will be the key point here. Yeah, 242 speed. I mean, that's the range you want him in. can't find any fault with his mods or what he's doing right now. Let's look at Thrawn. Let's see. 256. He must be in one hell of a shard for him not to be top, or he just. I can't explain why he's not higher, guys. This is a damn good team, well modded, well put together. I don't.
I would say maybe if he were to get 1 or 2 more stars on Scion, that would probably start to pull up. I think Scion just needs that little bit more.
A little bit more cushion for the pushing.
Yeah. And then I see 5-star Scions in our top 10.
Yeah, I see 7 stars in mine. Good God, I have some Krakens in my shard. I'm like, oh, 7-star Scion already. Well, good for you, buddy.
He's dead as well, isn't he?
Huh?
No, I'm just thinking of I see dead tunes.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's dead.
I see what
so
you
zombie.
There.
Yep.
Don't do that again.
The rambling.
Yeah, don't do that. This isn't the Sixth Sense. Stop it.
I see dead porgs.
Oh Lord.
I see 5 hands.
I see me punching you both in the face. Let's see here.
Emilia Clarke.
Oh. Mother Dragons. I love her so.
She'll be in the game soon.
I know. Well, we assume she'll be in the game. We don't know that.
Soon, TM.
We don't know that. We can't just say,
Soon, TM. That's why you put the TM.
I know, but I just would love to, but I don't know if they will. Let's see here. Looking at his characters. A lot of good characters here, too. Boy, I can't find anything. I mean, he's working on the right characters. Needs to get the Veers up. Probably needs to get the Trooper team going. I'm sure he's farming that. A lot of characters that are not done, looks like. But so it looks like this is a newer roster, so that's understandable. Yeah, there's a lot that's not done that he hasn't done. But I think that has to do with this being more of a newer character squad. Yeah, definitely looks like he's getting the Troopers up. That's good. Looks like he's working on First Order because I can see Kylo Ren unmasked. He's working on that. That's good. Got to get that Rebel Leia Organa for your guild, but I can see that she's 7 stars, so that's good. Just got to get her geared.
So real quick too, that's probably what it is. Why his arena rank is so low. He's probably been in the game for some months, close to a year, and he's still climbing that in the arena right now.
Well, it could be. It's hard to explain. I think it's his sign being as low as it is. It's not because of lack of gear and mods. I think that's kind of holding him back. But he doesn't have. He has a 12. He does have a gear 12 Kenobi. I mean, how do you feel, guys, about him using Kenobi in that team until he gets signed a little bit more stars and stuff?
I like Scion better.
Yeah,
honestly.
I do too. It's just a thought.
I would still like Scion better.
Is it Old Ben or GK?
Is what?
The Kenobi.
He's cutting out on me. I'm not hearing.
So, yeah.
He was asking which was it, Old Ben or Mr. Beardy that's geared 12. It's Mr. Beardy.
Yeah. Mr. Beardy.
Yeah.
I know they both have beardies.
You'd get way more viability with Kenobi in that team.
It's a tough call.
I'm 3 Zetas away from getting mine done.
Okay. We're trying to focus on birds right now, if you don't mind, Mike.
Yep.
Let me see. Yeah, he has. Actually, let me check something. But I mean, I don't see anything. It may be the strategy used to attack. Maybe that's what's causing some issues.
Don't know.
Yeah, that's what B Matsu said. maybe kill order or strat is lacking.
Yeah. Or he doesn't have time to do too many attacks. Maybe he's only doing a few attacks.
Yeah, because this team is really, really good. So I mean, it's easily a top 10 team.
Mm-hmm.
We can have a look on how many arena battles he's had, can't we?
Yeah, we can go to his profile and see what's going on.
He's at 1,600 arena battles won.
I mean, he's been hovering around in the 21 to 50 range, so I'm not... I mean, his lowest rank was with his CLS Titan team, but then he looks like he switched over to this team, and it's done better. I mean,
I'm getting the feeling, and we can maybe chat with him afterwards. I tagged him in the RSG Discord to let him know we were doing the roster review. He may only be using his 5 attacks and then stopping when he could do a 50 refresh, push into the top 10, and make up those crystals easily. I think that's probably what's going on.
Could be.
Yeah, or like Ryuk is saying, he might be climbing at a different time because maybe the payout time doesn't work for him. So
true.
There's something going on because his roster can easily get up to top 10.
Yeah, easily, even top 5. I mean, it's that good. I mean, his mods are fantastic. Everything's fantastic. I just, it's a little perplexing.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at his roster, Finn, anything that stood out to his roster that you think he should? I mean, Troopers, he needs to work on, but what else do you think he should be hitting hard?
I mean, looking at so he's leveled up good characters. It's loading a little bit slow here, but he's worked on good characters so far.
Yeah,
looks like there's a lot of synergy also with the ships. So he's picked characters with multi-purpose. He's worked on everything pretty well. He looks like he does very focused leveling. So he takes a bunch of characters either to gear 12 or gear 11 before shifting. So he has a bunch of characters still at level 1. Which I don't know how his credit situation is. He may be able to level up something because even Night Sisters without Zetas can be a very viable team.
True.
Especially on offense in territory wars and that kind of stuff. He has his Asajj Ventress at 85, which is good, but his Mother Talzin is still at level 1. So I may push her up, get her to level 85, gear her up to gear 9 or something, stick her as a leader, and you could get her Daka, who could use a little bit of leveling up. He still has a level 1 zombie, so you can keep her weak. Then Night Sister Acolyte isn't unlocked yet, so she would be a good one to work on, I think, in order to put together a Night Sister squad.
He's got BB-8. He's got all the characters. I think he needs to work on the Viagra brothers, so next time JTR comes around, he can get JTR. That goes without saying. I'm just not.
I would just say continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah, really would.
Only thing we have to look at is to see what's going on with your arena, because we think you can get a lot higher than what your payout indicates, but there may be other reasons for it that's not you can't really see with GG. So that would be the main thing.
Yeah, it's really it's really, I love to have a conversation like, what's going on? Are you just doing 5? It's just cool if you're just doing 5, and that's fine. I mean, what did he want when he put his roster review? Did he say what?
Well, this was a little while ago too that we had his roster review. So
true.
This is one of the
hell. He may not even be playing anymore. Damn it, Finn.
No, he's playing because he's obviously rising. So, and he's still on our Discord. So I tagged him.
I'm just wondering if he's got a lot of Ray Jedi training at the top.
Yeah, but Palpatine would eat through that.
Does it? You see, I haven't tried that. I just always go Night Sister.
Oh yeah, Palpatine destroys JTR.
It depends. It really depends on which one is faster. It goes down to mods.
With his mods, good lord.
Yeah, but I mean, if Jedi Training Ray starts to get off with all the foresights and everything, like you're not landing anything. So it becomes difficult. Against a good Jedi Training Ray team, they do have a little advantage over Emperor Palpatine, but you need the mods. So he could be on a competitive arena.
Could be.
And I've got a 297 speed BB-8 that I have to go against in a Ray Jedi training squad. 297. That's just...
David Bond makes a good point as well. He may not be communicating with his arena shard, so he might not.
That could be happening too, yeah.
If you're sniping, then you're sliding, mate. That will happen. Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, his roster looks good. He's building it well. He's focusing on good characters. Looking at his ships as well, it looks like he's in the right direction here. All of his major pilots are Gear 12, so it looks like he focused heavily on ships. So we can't see the rank here, but I'm guessing he's doing really well in ships as well. So he looks to be going in all the right directions. The only thing is we have to figure out what's going on with the arena rank. Is it something voluntary? Is it involuntary? Is it because of difficulty with certain fights that you're not sure of the kill order? Whatever it is, we can help you with that if you want. We tagged you on the RSG Discord, so then you can let us know, and we can definitely go through it some more. But overall, I think you're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty impressed with that lineup. I mean, just we'll have to get into the details of it, what's really going on. We'll have to investigate further, young Dr. Finn.
We'll send in Grande and his jacket.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we really need to do. Get Grande in there, damn it. All right, let's get to some more questions. Let's end the day on this.
Contingent 33. Who is the best character you would put the Mark 12 Armatech multi-tool on? RJT, Thrawn, CLS, R2, or Finn?
Thrawn, because I find him as the most versatile, and he's the capital ship, so I would say Thrawn.
Thrawn's a good choice. Anybody have a different idea, different opinion?
No, I saw that picture, that question posted earlier, and I thought, ooh, yeah, Thrawn. Yeah, Thrawn's too good a tune. I mean, he's one of the ever present since release, isn't he?
Makes sense, right?
Science.
TM.
Plus, he's OD'd on the blue pills.
Oh, I mean, you can't argue with that. All right, next question.
Camille Buhalski, question: what do you think the ship upgrades will be? Finally, hardware, soon TM.
I have no idea. Oh, this is the ships they're working on. I have no idea what that's going to curtail.
Ships Omegas are meant to be coming into quality of life, weren't they? Because I still can't bring myself to. I've got 14 still. I gave fives. Fives is my only maxed ship. And I just can't bring myself to spend any more until they're in game, and then because that's actually going to add quite a difference. I mean, Fives and Bistan were what we discussed as who got those. It was between those two because they seem to gain the most from them. But that can make a big difference if you've got that extra ability level on your ships. You're going to climb even easier than you probably do at the moment.
All right. Next question.
Ice Bank myself. Question: due to the high number of Zetas already required in Rising, do you think they should use 15 Omegas as an alternative for Zeta abilities?
No. I mean, Omegas are just as precious a commodity as the Zetas. I mean, you have to have, for some characters, what's the highest Omega count you needed for one Zeta to use it? I think 15 was one or something like that.
There's 16, I think.
Yeah. So why would you make it worse for yourself so you get a Zeta by using 15 Omegas, then you can't use the damn Zeta because you don't have any Omegas? No.
Or like characters like General Kenobi who need over 20 Omegas.
I was like, no. Don't do it.
Ray Jedi training if you want a Maxa or CLS.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, triple Zetas.
Yeah.
Good Lord. No, let's not do that. All right, next question.
Mateus Cavalcanti. Question, who feels ashamed right now for mocking Tits McVenom yesterday about more ship stuff coming?
Who mocked her? Did we mock? I don't think anybody mocked anybody
Nah, I
yesterday.
don't recall that.
Nope.
Maybe it was in the chat.
I mean, we're skeptical because it's like, if someone says ships, like, oh Lord, yeah. I mean, our main point of contention yesterday in the stream was that when we did talk about ships, is like, it needs help. I don't think we mocked anybody. I'm certainly not going to mock Tits. I like to live, damn it. I mean, you don't want to make her angry. If that happens, I'm throwing Finn in first so he can get some of the beating done and death, so she's tired afterwards. She was a roller derby girl. She's going to clothesline one of us, Finn. I'm not. You're first, buddy.
Yeah, I know. All you have to do is ask a question, and she expects me to be negative, and then she'll close.
Yeah. That's how it works. All right, next question.
I am Saya. Question, does anyone share Mole's thinking that Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is so afraid of the Marvel game they are gifting players with the improvements of the game to not lose them to that game? Also, Mike's on fire.
Well, I hope he's not. I mean, if someone put him out. I think it's twofold. I think the communication is reached a head because the community was so pissed off, right? And then you have Marvel Strike Force coming out. If you're doing a horrible job of communication and with your player base, and they're dissatisfied, and they're not happy with the product that you're putting out, they'll go somewhere else. So I think that this change does have to do with Marvel Strike Force and them realizing that they got to do a better job if they want to keep them, regardless of whether Strike Force is out. But competition always breeds this kind of stuff. I mean, if another game is there trying to encroach on your turf, you're going to do whatever it takes to make the player base happy and to keep them. And I think that's what they're doing. It's just smart business. If they didn't do this, then I would say, yeah, then you could really tell that they're not in touch with reality. But they are. And I think Carrie's done an outstanding job of the thing that I've noticed is not the communications. We've gotten communication like this before, but it's been the transparency. And the thing that stood out to me is them saying, you know what, we made some boo-boos. And I'm just, for them to say that kind of stood out to me more than everything else that they've said. So, yeah, of course, the Marvel Strike Force has something to do with it, but I think that they're learning the lessons. Oh, hey, we got $2 from Vigilant Sentinel. He said, just cuz. Well, thank you. Just cuz he could. $2.
Nice.
Take it.
Cool.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about now? Make sure you guys like the video, too. We really need the likes and subscriptions and all that other good stuff. We really do. Keep the channel growing. If you guys want us to keep putting out great content, we need all the support we can get. All right, next question, please.
Josue Garcia, so do y'all let people know when their roster will be reviewed?
Finn, I have no idea.
I PM them when we start to do it on the stream.
Okay.
So I did PM Birds and let him know. But the other thing is also we're catching up on some older ones.
Yeah.
So some of these are a little bit backlogged. I think once we get to the newer ones, it'll be people that have asked more recently. So we haven't forgotten anyone that asked us. We have the queue.
We have a list. We keep track of that. We do we're human. We do the best we can. And if it doesn't work out, we just blame Finn.
Contingent 33 question: bringing the communication with the Shard. Where do you go to find out the payout times for climbing?
Oh.
So there's a couple ways. So if you ask somebody, you can get in touch with somebody from a guild. So there's a leaders Discord. So if you come on the RSG Discord and you post your top 10, in your arena and your fleet arena. We can find people that are on your arena shard, and then they can help you get to the Discord, and then that's how you figure out the easiest way, what the payouts are for everybody. There is, it's a swuggolife.com, I think is what it is, or swuggo.life. Which one is it? I can't. I think it's swuggo.life. Yes, swuggo.life. I think there's an option for find your squad arena and find your fleet arena shard. Pretty much the only way to figure out the payouts of others is either by tracking their movement or going on to their Discord and then figuring it out. Otherwise, you're running blind. Unless some people actually are now posting it on their in their name. They're actually like posting like I am EST payout and stuff like that.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: is it worth double Zetaring Thrawn to max Chimera? I can get top 3 if I play Fleet Arena and top 10 if I'm too lazy.
It's worth it because one, Thrawn max out is just a great character. It's just a bonus to his ship. I mean, the faster his ship is, it just works out to your advantage. So yeah, I in both regards, I say yes.
Bradzo Swagar, question: did any of you get ship Omegas? Where? How? I thought they were not in the game yet.
They're not in the game. They were through some packs that were offered early on, and some people got them, and they haven't been introduced or put back since. Is that correct, Mike? That's how you got yours, right?
Yep. That's why whenever I do a ship video, when I look at my roster, there's a 1 or 2 or 3 lit up because of the fact that I've got 14 of these ship Omegas still.
The precious.
Yeah, they are. I so want to slap one onto Unmasked.
I don't blame you, man. That Slicer is a hell of a disgustingly good ship.
Isn't it?
Love it. Next question, please.
OMG, I love bananas!
Oh, Jesus.
Question: who's the drug addict who sounds like he's shaking pills throughout the entire stream? Seek help.
What?
Yeah, I answered that one as well.
I think it's you, buddy. I haven't heard that at all.
No, it was my lighter.
Oh, is it you? Is that you lighting up a fag?
Yeah. No, I was, I was lighting myself, igniting myself, so I was literally
you were
on
smoking.
Fire. Smoking's bad.
It's bad.
So that question earlier about you being on fire was accurate.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we have a pyro in our midst. Fantastic. One day we're gonna hear this Mike also go, ah, ah, ah. Did nothing. Sweary daughter in the background cussing. Father, why the beep 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 beep? Are you on fire?
I tell you, I have such a cute story of her when she was 6, where she didn't swear. She's made up for it. So tenfold, 20-fold.
That's what kids do. All right, next, let's do 2 more questions and we'll call it done.
Camille Buhalski, question: who should I Zeta first? I almost have enough for my first one. Maybe R2D2 or Raid Solo or Emperor Palpatine.
Depends on who you're going to run where, right? If you're going to, they're all good. They're all great Zetas, right? If you're going to run EP for your Sith squad for Arena, then I would put on EP. If you want to use it for Raid Han, especially if you have the bayonet on them, then you're going to use that on your routine, use that. If you're going to do R2, then put on a numbers crunch. It depends on who you're going to run, where, and for what. I think the best bang for your buck, if you're going to use it, especially for territory battles, and if you're going to use it in an arena, then go with Palpatine. If not, if he's not going to be your arena team and stuff, then look at either OG Han if you have the bayonet ready and he's kind enough gear, or R2 number crunch. I think that's your best bet. Anybody else?
I'd say Raid Han out of the 3 because he's got way more viability throughout the game, and as opposed to EP's arena viability, it's a great Zeta, And even Teal said last night you can use the Zeta in Phase 2 of the Sith Raid. But I still see OG being a better Zeta for you, especially for your first one.
R2 goes across 4 factions, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, Resistance, Rebels,
he's the most versatile out of all of them.
Breakfast cereals.
True, but as a defensive player, Raid Han will give you the offensive presence.
Gondor.
True, but the Zeta on R2 will actually enhance Han's abilities without the Zeta.
True, and it stretches out to other factions, like you said. I agree with that too. They're all great Zetas.
They are. It's
just who you're using and where, you know, and then I laid it out.
That'd have to be it. Just look at how much use they get, and whoever gets the most gets the Zeta.
Yeah. Hugs and kisses for all. I think that was the last question, was it not there, Sanley?
What's up? Oh, yeah, there's one more thing. Ewok Infinity, where am I on the list?
You have been removed from the list, Ewokin. You've been very mean to me. Why would we want to look at your well account so we could just, like, hate our life? Shut up, Ewokin. My God. He really wants us to do... You're on the list, Ewokin, but that's just awful. Right, Finn? Oh, I think he had a meeting. Finn had to go to his meeting. Who was
Get your cup to gear 12.
Yes, yeah. Let's see. You got 290 on BB8. You may want to work on that. Let's see. Your Greedos only got 285 speed. You know, I mean, these are the things that you just have to. You know, jeez. Oh, God. All right, that's it for us today. I think we've covered all the questions and stuff. Let's see. I'm just watching SportsCenter. Kyrie Irving is done for the season.
Boo.
Oh no, my wife's not gonna be too happy. That's her favorite team, Boston. Oh no.
Kyrie's just excited to watch too, man. He's a great player.
He really is. He really had. God, that sucks. Well, that's disappointing for Boston fans. I'm sorry to hear that. I really wanted him to meet up with Cleveland. That would have been awesome in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's rough. All right. So if you're watching this is the Reality Skewed Gamers. This is our lunch hour. I think Mike, where can people check you out at?
I've got a YouTube channel. It's Mike Hunt, SWGOH.
Check it out.
Please do.
That's right. And let's see, Xylo, where can folks check you out?
Yeah, come check me out on YouTube, Xylo Takedown, SW, and got some new videos coming up soon. Like and subscribe, I really appreciate it. Thanks, Ranger.
Word. All right, Graham, anything new on your channel?
Not really, not yet, at least.
The Pixark is strong with this one. I think that's it. Okay, that's all the pimping. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. So remember, today at 5 p.m. Eastern, we will have the review. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of like a couple pre-nerf herder streams. They're going to stream at 10:30. So what we'll do is at 5, we'll go into the RSG, look at the more in depth this information that they put out. So we're going to do a special stream today at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then after we get done with that, then we're going to go into Battlefront 2. So it'll be me and Perv and Vincili, maybe Tits if she can get on. I know Friday night we're going to do some more Battlefront with Tits. We did some fun stuff with Tits yesterday and Battlefront playing Heroes vs. Villains. She was just giggling and having a blast doing it. So look out for that. So if you're watching this RSG, make sure you subscribe and like, guys. It really supports the channel and helps us grow. We got to keep growing the channel to keep putting out this great content. So that's how you help us do it. If you'd like to support us financially, it's because we use all the money that we get to put it back in the stream to buy better equipment and better gear and do all that stuff. Then we have the super chat function at the bottom. You can donate at the top, become a sponsor. There's a support our channel button on the front of the YouTube page. Anything and everything is welcome. We're very, very humble and appreciative of any support we can get to keep putting out this great content. So check out the channel. If you're subscribed, then you'll know when it's coming, and that's the best way to know when we're putting out content. So we got a lot of more content coming out. We got today, we got tomorrow. We'll do the lunch stream tomorrow from 12 to 1, and then we're going to be doing tomorrow as well. We'll do a Battlefront stream, and then we're going to do This new thing is going to be an all-women stream. I think this started by T Money and some others. The Goddess. I can't remember what we're calling it, but it's going to be on there, and so check that out tomorrow night as well. It's going to have the ladies of Swagaga doing their thing, and then of course Saturday we'll have our normal Saturday stuff with the Jedi Academy, and then we'll do some Battlefront going into RSG Mature, where we will play something and do something. I think that's when Thrawn doesn't launch till the 11th, so it'll be what is it, next Wednesday that Thrawn's launching? They said something like that. So stay tuned for that. So everybody have a great rest of your day. If you're listening to us, you can listen to us and go back and watch the chat through YouTube, or you can just download us as a podcast through iTunes, and you can download and listen to us there. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you all for stopping by and checking us out. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and we'll see you at 5 p.m. to look at what the devs put out, and we'll break it all down. See you then. Peace.